Aries people out there, hello and welcome to this video about Aries and about August, the month, the horoscopes of August for Aries. But first of all, I want to thank you. I want to thank the Aries people who have sent me nice comments, who have ordered a reading, who have subscribed, and so on and so on. Thank you very much. This is really encouraging me to do even better and to continue. So thank you. I just wanted to say that. But let's start with your horoscope for August for Aries. What is going on? Well, it's again the Uranus-Pluto square is going to be significant, especially for you because you are Aries, your cardinal sign, and especially for those who have around 7, 8, 9 degrees planets in Aries, Capricorn, Libra, or Cancer, so or an ascendant. So for these, it's particularly. But everybody is sensing in a way, and everybody is experiencing this Pluto-Uranus square because it touches a certain area in our life, and this is what we do with this. What I'm trying to do with these general horoscopes. Of course, they're very general, but it gives a bit of a flavor of what is going to happen for you. Now, last month was quite important for you because there was this Pluto-Uranus square and it was triggered by your ruler, by Mars. Now, this month, Pluto-Uranus is not going to be on the background because it's again triggered by a faster planet, but now it is Venus, and that is your opposite sign. So again, quite important for you. Now, how is this month going to unfold itself? Well, it starts quite nicely, normally. Around the 9th and the 10th of August, there is a beautiful trine of Venus. That is the other person in your life for you, because Venus rules the 7th house. And it makes a trine with Neptune, and that is in the 4th house and in the 12th house. So you should be feeling good at home. Or at home it is very nice and quietly and with your loved one, or when you're single, you really feel connected. You really have this feeling of a connection with everything or everyone there is, because that's Neptune in the 12th house. You feel a connection. So that's all good. It all starts very pink. But what happens during the middle of the month? So it's a culmination towards the middle of the month, let's say the 13th, 14th, 15th of the month. Your ruler, Mars, is going to conjunct Saturn in your 7th house. Now, Mars conjunction with Saturn is a bit of a frustrating energy. And it's situated in your 7th house, so it's the other person that, but of course it is in you, but it's like a mirror. When something happens in the 7th house, it's like a mirror. But it's that other person who could stand up for himself or herself, because that Mars in the 7th, but Saturn, it's a bit frustrated. So that other person could give you a bit of a hard time during that period. Or you could attract, in general, in one-to-one relationships, some difficulties. It's all about who knows best. It's very much about that. Who knows best? But I think you'll be fine. I'm not saying that just because I like to say that, but there is something going on with this Mars-Saturn. This Mars-Saturn is happening around 23 degrees, and there is a fixed star on 23 degrees of Libra, and that is the star Spica. Now, fixed stars are often used, actually they are always used, a couple of them, just 5 or 6 or something, are used in horary astrology. But I also use them just with transits, because when planets do conjunct these fixed stars, it always gives me some extra information about the whole situation. That's why I use them when something happens with fixed stars. And this month, there's actually 2 fixed stars that are involved. So this Spica really says to me, okay, well, no matter what happens, you'll be fine, because it's a star that is very protective. So whatever the challenge that is going on with you, during the middle of the month. Whether it's probably your relationship, or whether you have another ascendant in another sign, maybe it could be your work. But whatever it is that is frustrating you, you'll be fine. I think that's a good thing to know. And during that time of that frustrating energy, that Venus opposing Pluto and squaring Uranus is happening. So, and that's happening in your 4th house, your 10th house, your 1st house. So that's why it's so important for cardinal signs, because it is happening in their key areas of life. So for everybody, in general, it means Venus, love and your value system, opposing to Pluto. So there's a transformation through love, transformation through your own value system, your self-worth, your confidence. And Uranus also triggers it because it's squaring up to these 2 planets. So that's very general. For you, I think it has to do with you wanting to free yourself up. Maybe you want to change your profession. Or maybe your loved one doesn't agree with what you're going to do with your profession, because Pluto is where our fears are, and Pluto is in the 10th house. So Pluto is not only about transformation, it's also about having a deep fear to transform, but you have to do it anyway. You can't escape from Pluto. So, and that's of course the whole thing. That's the whole liberation once you have done that, but that's a process. And so I think it has to do with work, with relationships, and with yourself. Uranus is in your sign, so especially when you've got your sun or another personal planet or an ascendant around 8 degrees, you really want to liberate of what that planet is representing. And when it is the sun, it is your identity, your ego. It's you, it's your soul. But I think that will ease a little bit, because after that has happened, that clash, let's say, at the 17th of August, there's a very beautiful new moon, and it's happening in your 5th house. Now, it's not just a new moon. There are other things involved. That new moon is at the end of Leo. And at the very end of Leo, there is, again, a fixed star, which is very important, and it is called Regulus. Regulus is a star of ambitious. You want to be ambitious, you want to go forward, and you want to have success. So it's not about being happy or something. No, it's about ambitious. Being ambitious is in your 5th house, so it's about being ambitious. The things that are concerned with your creativity. It could be your children. It could be your creative plans. It could be projects at work. It could be your own business that you're trying to give a push. And it's new moons are new beginnings, so it's a very good start. It's a very good time to, around the 17th of August, to start new things. So that's very good. You will be able to express yourself a lot more. So a lot more playfulness, a lot more pleasure, a lot more joy, and a lot more opening the heart. That's typical of a fire sign. So that will do you good, and that's basically very much your cup of tea. Because fire signs are also very, well, it's much about the heart. They have to be able to express themselves. And you will be doing fine. So that other person helps you very much to transform yourself. It could be also someone, if you're single, someone that is significant for you, that can help you with that. Why do I say that? Because, you know, that Mars-Saturn there is in your 7th house, so that's the trigger. It could also mean that, because Pluto in the 10th house, it's your work that triggers you. It's your work that's being platonic. So that asks you and demands you to transform. It's your work that wants you to change your position in your life. And it doesn't have to be that you become the CFO or something. Don't get me wrong. It can be just very mundane stuff going on. But for you, it's very, how would I say, liberating to to do what you've got to do, and you want to feel more free in everything you do, in every connection that you touch. You want to feel more free, you want to be more free, and you're going to, because Uranus is in your sign for such a long time. So love can help you to change. Your self-worth is involved. It can help you, and you will become more true to yourself, of letting go of attachments also that are not interesting for you anymore. It could be that work that I was talking about, that work that is not working for you anymore. Now, having said that, I wish you all the best for the month of August. You Aries people, go for it as you usually do, and I wish you all the best and see you next month. Bye bye, Aries.